Well, hi folks, today's chat's about Spoilt for choice. Recently, Anita and I have bought a new property and we're out doing some shopping for some new furniture. What you would think would be quite an exciting thing to do until we realized that most of the lounge suites that are going around at the moment, and we went to at least 6 stores, are very, very similar. Sure, there's a disparity between quality and price and budget, but what I found, and I was pretty amazed about, was how most of the lounge suites were very, very similar. So we went back to one of the stores that we had previously visited, and a salesperson came up to us. His name was Sahin, and he asked us a very critical question, which I suppose we hadn't quite asked ourselves, and that was, when do you want the lounge suite? Now, Anita and I hadn't really discussed this because most of the places that we'd been to had told us that was made to order. So we kind of had accepted that the lounge suite that we were going to choose was made to order. However, we had a housewarming 10 days away, and both of us secretly, ideally, wanted the lounge suite for our housewarming. So when Sahin said to us, well, when would you like it? Both of us kind of looked at each other and said, well, we've got a housewarming in 10 days. Ideally, if we could get it for then. He said, well, no problem. Let's see what we've got in stock. Anyway, Sahin came back to us with 3 lounge suites that were available. So we literally went from hundreds of lounge suites, 6 different stores, all very much similar in one way or another, to 3. And it was, at that point, it became very, very easy to choose. One was too small, one was the wrong color, and believe it or not, the one that was left was absolutely perfect. So, you know, we were very interested. Sahin also did something very, very interesting after that. Once we'd decided on the lounge suite and we were kind of at the table negotiating or discussing the lounge suite, he said something very interesting to us. He said, look, as I've said to you, that on the screen, that's the only lounge suite in that style and in that color available throughout the state. And we've got about 20 stores available. And that lounge suite could be sold at any time because it was a Saturday afternoon and it was available to all those stores. Very, very quickly, Sahin took us from confused and unmotivated to we had to have that lounge suite. I don't think I've given over my credit card so quickly in my life. So, of course, we bought the lounge suite there and then, no negotiation, paid the price that they were asking. And you might be thinking, well, what the hell does this have to do with real estate? Well, to be honest with you, most buyers are spoiled for choice. A lot of the homes that they're looking at in various areas are very similar. They have similar features, similar layouts, similar sizes, similar size blocks, similar coloring. In a lot of areas, a lot of the same builders are building a lot of the same properties. Now, that's not always the same way, but having just bought a property, we were spoiled for choice. It took us 3 months to buy a property. However, what Sahin did was he identified our why. He identified what was important to us. Now, we were quite happy to make to order, but it meant that our family area was going to have a void in it for up to 3 months. So by identifying our why, which was it would be great to have our housewarming completely furnished home. We might even be able to sacrifice a few things here and there if we could make that dream come true, and Sahin made it true. So what does it mean to us? It means to us as salespeople that we've got to identify what is important to the buyer. Now, it could be that they need to be close to a certain school. Well, there might only be 3 properties close to that certain school or in walking distance. That may narrow it down from a few hundred properties or 20 or 30 properties down to 3. It could be that they need to be close to a park because they've got pets and they want to walk the pets. That may narrow it down to a few. Show them those few, they'll eliminate and buy. Or perhaps they need to be close to transport for work purposes or something like that. But if you can, as an agent, identify the buyer's why, it will be a lot easier to narrow down the search and get them to eliminate by process of elimination and end up with something that suits them. So hope you've enjoyed my blog post today, and hope you get a lot out of it. If you come along to our real estate intensive seminar, which is coming up very, very quickly, we're going to give you tons more tips and suggestions to help you be the best real estate agent you can. My name is Ryan Thompson, and I'm a performance coach helping agents reach their full potential and live extraordinary lives. Thank you very much. Have a great day.